Hi guys, I didn't really get to talk to you about my thoughts on this year's Comic Con. I like to kind of sum up my thoughts after the Sunday, but my mind was blank. I had really not had enough sleep to function at all. I've had a bit more now, but I'm still recovering. It takes a while, but it's worth it. My brain was non-functional by Sunday night, so I couldn't really think of anything to say, and then I accidentally deleted my intro and that one for the Sunday both off of my camera because I'm a sleepy idiot. But I can't believe I did that. I don't remember doing it either, but they weren't there, so I clearly did. I was deleting some that I thought were just rubbish, and I must have deleted the wrong thing. Oops. So I'll just give my thoughts here. So I'm gonna speak about this con and compare it to previous ones I've been to, things like that. So this con, we only get one big con in Scotland. Hence why it's called Mcm Scotland instead of MCM Glasgow. I just get lucky that it is in Glasgow, so I can go. But sorry, I'm struggling to think yet. I'm not functioning yet. It was great as usual, but it had a very different feel to it because I don't know technical stuff, but I believe it's under new management or organisers, something like that. New people are in charge. And I know that they've not been great with keeping us in contact about things, like up to date with things. There was some confusion over the guests and schedules and things, including me. I got confused and I had to email them going, I'm confused, this doesn't make sense, what's going on? But what they are very good at is getting good guests, because every year you always get some people complaining the guests aren't to their liking. But fair enough, you're not going to like everyone that goes. But last year I had so many people to meet, because there was Torchwood and Doctor Who cast there. But this year, even though they got tons of guests, The Walking Dead people, Nolan North, Andrew Lee Potts, Troy Baker, some guy from Braveheart, I can't remember his name. My brain's not working. A bunch of other people. I was only there for one guest, and it was Alexander Vlahos. If you don't know the name, he was Mordred in Merlin. He was also Philippe in Versailles, but I've not seen that. I love him as Mordred in Merlin, he's fantastic. He was so lovely, so sweet, and he was really funny. So they did well on guests. Well, I still can't believe I got to meet him. But with there being so many guests this year, I don't know about the other ones, but some at least only had one Q&A, whereas like the likes of last year and I think the year before, they each had a mini Q&A and then a main stage Q&A, so one on each day. But this time, no, there was only one. But that's okay. I can entertain myself. The meetups didn't change because they're not run by MCM. I'm sorry, my nose is really itchy. They're not run by MCM, they're just run by cosplayers. So the Doctor Who meetup was still the same. Everyone was so nice, and it was hard for me. I was trying to be more involved, but I anxiety is a thing, so I struggle, but so does most people at it, to be honest. So you're not struggling alone. That's what you need to remember. That so many people get put off even going in the first place because they have anxiety, but you'll be surrounded by people who actually also have the same, so you'll be supported. They're there for you. Cosplayers are great. Just attach yourself to a group if you're that nervous. I prefer to hang about myself. I'll float between people, but I like to be by myself at it, mainly, so that hasn't changed. The vibe hasn't changed from previous years. Like, I still managed to find some randomers dancing to the tunes at CEX. I seem to find that on Sunday afternoon every year. It just seems to be a thing. Although, if you look on my Day 2 video, you can see the Macarena and Cha-Cha slide that I caught, but I didn't manage to get one that I really wanted. There's a CEX robot guy thing there, and they had Venga Boys playing, and he was dancing to it. But when I pulled out my camera, the chorus ended and he stopped dancing, and I kept the camera up for the next chorus, but he didn't start again. I was like, hey, you're no help in here. I want to film it. It was funny. It's entertaining. Oh well. I didn't get as camera happy as last year. One thing I didn't like this year was the lack of cosplay. I mean, there was loads, don't get me wrong, there was plenty. Everywhere you look there's cosplays. But, sorry, I'm watching Tiny. But compared to previous years where I've been able to get really snap-happy, there was hardly any. Like, especially on the Saturday for the first couple of hours, I was struggling so much to find cosplayers of things I liked. Like, I found an incredible Merlin cosplay, like, seriously incredible. I can't believe how accurate it was. And we chatted, which, again, big thing. Me talking to people in there, but I was trying my best. Every year when I go, I try something new. So my first year I was being at the con. Then second year I tried going to, I went and watched a meetup, and did I go to, I guess we're there. Yeah, I had my first photo session. I'm trying to remember what year that was. Yeah, that was Hollywood. So, yeah, I had my first photo session and went to my first panel. So that was a big one. Did a lot. And then last year I went and took part in my first meetup instead of just watching, and I decided I had to be braver and actually ask people for pictures. And then this year my new thing was actually talking to people. So just any chance I got, I was sorry, I'm really tired. Some I did chicken out of, but some I did go and talk to people, and it was terrifying, but I did it. I managed it. So I would always recommend Comic-Con to anyone. I'm so sorry if I've rambled on. I can't wait for next year. But every year I say I'm going to volunteer at the next one, and I'm saying it again now, but it probably won't happen again. Don't hold me to it. I will see you guys later when I'm more awake. Bye guys.